Welcome back to Cotton Creation. So today I'm going to be showing you how to do a homemade peach popsicle or peach creamsicle, if you want to call it that. And so the first thing I'm going to do is I went peach picking. I picked some fresh peaches. I sliced them up and I froze them. And then to that, I'm going to add them to a blender, and I'm going to also add in some sweetened condensed milk. Of course, vegan. So these are both coconut based. I found this one with the green label at Walmart, and then I found the other one at the Asian grocery store called Lottie Market. So, you can find these pretty much at a lot of different grocery stores and things like that. So I'm just going to go ahead and pour that on top of my peaches, and after that I'm just going to go ahead and blend this up. Now, it is best to use a high-powered blender, but if you do not have a high-powered blender, then you'll probably want to add in the heavy whipping cream at this stage instead of waiting like I do in the video. But again, it just depends on if you have a high-powered blender or not. Be sure to scrape the sides down periodically to make sure everything is getting blended up. And we want to go ahead and blend this until the peaches are completely pureed in this before adding anything else. But we are going to also add a few other things in here to flavor this. Now, this is like a foundational recipe. You can switch out the peaches for other fruits like blueberries, or you could do bananas, strawberries, all sorts of things. To flavor this, I'm just going to be adding in some vanilla extract and some pink Himalayan salt to this. And then this is what it looks like at this stage. Now, you could absolutely stop at this stage. Like, this is really good. You could take this and make a smoothie bowl, or anything like that. Now, today I'm going to be using the Country Crock Heavy Whipping Cream to give this a more creamy ice cream like peach sickle texture. And so that's what this is going to be doing. But if you wanted to do like a froyo, instead of putting the heavy cream in, you could absolutely put in some vegan yogurt instead to make a peach froyo. And like I said, you can swap out the fruit for any other fruits. I did use the entire container of the heavy whipping cream. One, I really didn't want to waste it, so it worked out. I put enough peaches in the blender that it could handle the entire container of heavy whipping cream. But if you wanted to do a smaller batch, by all means, you totally could. So we're just going to go ahead and blend this up until everything is nice and combined and it is nice and smooth. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take these popsicle containers molds, and I'm just going to go ahead and pour that into the popsicle molds, and then put the little handle back into it and pop it in the freezer. But then I got this idea that I was like, well, I got some peaches left over, so how about I put some peaches in the popsicles, like fresh peaches in the popsicles. So you'll see in a second that I just go ahead and cut up some more peaches so that I can layer in the fresh peaches in with the popsicles. So that's also an option as well that you could do with this particular recipe. And here you see I'm just adding those handles back in. And then, like I said, I pop them in the freezer. These I left in there for an entire day just to make sure that they were good and frozen. It could be less time. I'm not sure. One other thing I want to mention is that if you do have a soft serve ice cream maker, you could absolutely throw this into that and make like a soft serve version of this, because it has enough cream in it that it will come out nice and creamy. So that's also another option too. I got you on the recipe. So if you want the full recipe, it is in the description box for you. It is completely free. You can save it, download it, and store it for later, or if you wanted to make some tomorrow, you could. But yeah, this recipe is super easy and super convenient, and it's a lot healthier than the pre-made options that are out on the market. Now, for a sweetener, if you didn't want to use sweetened condensed milk, even though it is just coconut sweetened condensed milk, if you wanted to use a different type of sweetener, by all means you can. Now, this is me just giving this out to my father to taste test. He really enjoyed it. And then I was like, you know what? I want to do something more with the ones that I did not put the peach chunks in. So right here, you see I'm struggling. But I finally got the popsicle out. And what I decided to do was I said, let me add some texture to this. I had some vegan graham crackers in the pantry, so I went and grabbed those. And I'm just going to go ahead and crumble those up and put those as an outer layer on the popsicle. So one thing I want to mention is when you're trying to get your popsicles out, if you have molds like this, you definitely want to run some warm water over them, just over the clear part, not the handle. You don't want water to get into them, but to help loosen them up so that you can easily take them out. Hot water does a trick. Or you can run some hot water or heat up a hot towel and just wrap it around the mold so that some of that heat helps the popsicles to loosen up away from the molds. And then to get this to stick, you got to make sure that it's a little bit melted. So I had to run hot water over these a little bit longer to make sure it's a little bit melted so that the graham cracker crumb would stick. And then this is me just enjoying this Cotton Creations, and it is so delicious, so creamy and good. So let me know in the comment section what you guys think of this video. If you like this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see more videos like this, be sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on anything that I post, and make sure you turn that bell notification on. Until next time, thanks for watching. And you know, when it starts to make you dance, it's good. Okay?